Well, they have programs like after high school that you could go on these like exploratory programs, and you could work each trade for a couple of weeks. Like if you do 2 weeks of HVAC, 2 weeks of plumbing, 2 weeks of this, 2 weeks of that, and you get to kind of get an idea. Like maybe I don't have to go the college route. Maybe I could, do one of these trades. You
Do
know,
you know what that's called?
I don't off the top of my head right now, but I know that the kid that works with me now, he went to a program like that. It was an out-of-state program though, so he left Connecticut and he went to Michigan. And he did this exploratory program where he did like 2 weeks of construction, 2 weeks of framing, 2 weeks of plumbing, 2 weeks of HVAC, 2 weeks of electrical, and he ended up loving plumbing. So he picked plumbing. So I'm not exactly sure what the programs are called, but they are out there. And that's something that I think kids should definitely look into.
That's really, really great advice, because it's not just focused on, we're talking about plumbing today. It's a way for them to say, if they're coming out of high school and they don't want to go right to college, or they're just not feeling going into like, some degree and maybe something that they might use in life, or even if they want to postpone that and do this in between, this is a great way for them to just go out there and do like a quick trial run of each different career and see if they take to something.
And it's like, it's a beautiful thing. Like, you don't have to go to college. And I also think, and I don't know if this is ever going to change, but they need to push it more in classroom. They need to tell these kids, like when I was going to school, personally, it was college, 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 college. No one pushed trade schools on us. You know what I mean? Push trade schools on these kids. Push it.
Yeah.
Why not?
No, you're right. Oh, I think that advice is great about the trial run. That's really cool. So like an exploratory program for the trades. If I can find out what that is, I'm going to share.
They do exist. Oh, definitely. Definitely.
And is this something you think probably exists like nationwide?
Yes, absolutely.
Cool.
Absolutely.
That's great advice. That's great advice for the younger people.
It's the best piece of advice I could give the younger people is like, just take your time. You don't have to rush. You know what I mean? Go look, explore things, see things. Maybe you're 17 years old, you graduated high school, you don't really know if you want to go to college, you don't really know what you want to do in your life. Why don't you go to your local plumbing company, knock on the door and say, hey, can I work for you for the summer? Or go to your local electrician company and knock on the door and say, hey, can I work for you for a summer? I'm not really sure that I want to go to college and I want to, maybe try and do something different. I guarantee you they're going to take you and say, come on, come work for us for the summer, kid.